Oracle database provides a rich set of built-in functions which are available as a part of the PL SQL environment. They take care of a lot of commonly used tasks. Some of these functions can be directly called in SQL statements as well as in PL SQL subprograms. There is a rich set of functions, but just to give you a small sampling of these, there are numeric functions which take a number parameter and also return a number. For example, the round function, which we looked at in the data types module in part 1 course of this series, rounds a number to the closest integer. The ceil function, which returns the next integer value greater than or equal to the given number input. For example, for 15.2, it will return 16. Here in this code snippet, we see the ABS or absolute function, which takes in a number, here -123, and returns the absolute or positive value of 123 and assigns it to lnum. Later, we print it using dbms output.putLine statement, which will give us a result of 123. We can also call it from SQL as select ABS -123 from dual for a similar result. There are character functions like lpad, which left pads the character argument passed in to make it a certain length. Similarly, ltrim is a function you can use to say trim spaces on the left of a character. Here in this code snippet, we are calling the upper function to convert a passed character literal test and assigning it to lchar variable. Then we print it later using dbms output to get a result, in this case uppercase test. We can call it from SQL also directly as select upper test from dual for a similar result. Then there are datetime functions, again some of which we looked in the part 1 course, like the sysdate function, which returns the current date, systimestamp function, which returns the current timestamp. In this code snippet, we are first calling the toDate function to convert a character literal 10th Feb 2014 to a date using the toDate function. The second argument of the ddmonrrr tells the compiler the format of the date character literal to help with the conversion. Then we use the date returned by this function in another function called addMonths, where the second parameter is the number of months to be added, here 1, which we assign to ldate, and print to get a result of 10th March 2014. We can call it from SQL also, similarly. Many functions can be called from SQL directly. However, there are some conditions a function has to pass to make it eligible to be called from SQL. We will take a look at that later in the module about calling functions from SQL. Oracle also gives us the ability to define our own functions using PL SQL. In this module, we will focus on those.